Look at the Lakers. They've established themselves as a legit team this year, but you can tell they want to get higher up in the standings if possible, and specifically securing home court advantage for the first round.
The starters for Utah. We've got Filipowski, Bailey out there with Williams. Then there's Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, we've got Luke Kennard. DeAndre Ayton is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Jake LaRavia, and it's Smart in at the 2 spot. And the tip belongs to the Jazz. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Here's Kennard, following the 3 by Utah. Double team on James. Here's Ayton. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
That is a strong move by Ayton. He is merciless in there.
Pass to Bailey. The 3. Smart grabs a miss. And so Smart will bring it up for Los Angeles. Now here's Kennard. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Ayton. Goes to the fadeaway.
Smooth shooting from the mid-range. Ayton knows when to look to score from there.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Williams looking around. Utah moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And Williams punches it home.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
James outside. Pass to Smart. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Kennard passes to James. Smart left side. Three-pointer. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Collier. And here is Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. Now Williams. Takes the 3. Smart grabs a miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Here's Bailey. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Williams misses. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. For 3, Collier. Utah with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. LaRavia outside. Back to James. Pass to Ayton. Kennard on the wing. The 3 is up, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside, Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3, Collier. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now James. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Pass to Ayton. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Pass to Collier. Williams up top. Can they get it? Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team, and he's got a championship to show for it.
The free throw drops for Williams. Williams drops them both. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Now here's Smart. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. 4 on the clock. Ayton. Yep, that one goes. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Bailey. 14 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Collier. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's LaRavia. 14 points his last outing. Now here's Ayton. Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Kennard's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Williams up top. Check by James. Williams misses.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
3-pointer, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
James with the ball. Still without a bucket. It's Smart on the wing. No good on the 3. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Collier. Now here's Filipowski. Defended by Kennard. Williams passes to Bailey. The 3-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's James. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Collier. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Williams. Rebound by the Lakers.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Launches the three. Fires in the triple. Laravia's got 6.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Hachimura's checked in for Los Angeles. Smith comes in for Kennard. And taking a moment here, a look at the best rebounders among rookies over the last month. Third is Kyle Filipowski.
Hey, the way he's been aggressively attacking the boards, you have to think he's earned the respect of his teammates.
Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Brian, back over to you.
He's left an imprint, no question. Thanks a lot, Allie. James deciding where to go with it. Here's Laravia. Offline with a 3. Jazz trail by 14. And here's Conchar. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Laravia outside. Back to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Conchar outside. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 5. Here's Collier. Drilled from 11 feet out. Collier's got his second basket on the night. Los Angeles leading by 10. Laravia outside. For 3, James. It's hauled in by Henson.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Filipowski. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Filipowski's gotten his second bucket of the game. James outside. Back to James. James double teamed. And there's Ayton on the assist from James. Ayton's got 12.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Now, here is James. Taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. With the floater. Here's Henson. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Lakers lead by 7. James passes to James. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen. To the inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on LeBron James. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. The Lakers lead by 7. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bufkin. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Now here's Love. Oh, great D that time from Kleba.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got John Konchar, Kevin Love out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, and it's Chandler in at the 1 spot.
Great movement from Love, finding a hole in the defense.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Now Smith. Pass to Kleba. Now here's Hachimura. Konchar covers. And the 3 off target.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And it's Kleba off the drive, and he gets that one.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Love. And here's Konchar. Hachimura covering. On the wing, Konchar. Money from the wing. Konchar's got his second basket of the night. The Lakers lead by 5. Kleba passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Kleba. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Got it. Connect's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Chandler, the pass to Konchar. Outside Love. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Putting it right on the money. Love has impressive court awareness, and I'm speaking from experience.
Smith outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Here's Chandler. Pass to Mikhailuk. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Los Angeles. LeBron, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Marcus Smart comes in for Connect. And it's Kennard in for Smith. The Lakers lead by 5. Kennard passes to James. James drives the lane. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 5. Williams against Hachimura. Williams misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Hachimura outside. Out to Kleba. 4-3. Love grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Bailey. Conchar outside. Here's Collier. Out left to the wing. And here's Bailey for 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Now, here is James. Nice work inside from James.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Pass to Bailey. Conchar outside. Here's Collier. Out to the wing. Love inside. He's checked by Kleba. Love, that's good. Love's gotten his second bucket.
Gotta be tougher than this to stop Love. He's really smart at scoring through tight coverage.
Here's James. Williams defending. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the wing on the left. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Larabia's checked in for Los Angeles. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah.
A seasoned vet in this league. You can see the salt and pepper hair. Love understands his role, which is to stretch the floor and shooting and rebounding.
Now, here is James. 6 points for him.
Who's watching here?
And he can't bank that one in. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Williams. They set a pick. Takes a 3. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The Jazz have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Back to Filipowski. Outside Love. Pass to Collier. From deep three-point land. Drills it from deep. He has 7.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Now, here is James. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Aiden, he's checked in for Kleba. And a switch here also for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in for Love. Here's Collier. He's got 7. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Misses the 3. James with the ball. 9 points in the game. Ayton passes to Laravia. James outside. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Williams. The 3 ball. LeBron with the rebound. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14. Down low. Here's Bailey. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Utah shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Ayton. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The kick out to Williams. Over James. Williams misses.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Ayton finds James. And here's Smart. Back to James. Kennard outside. And Ayton gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
When Ayton is rolling, he is truly dangerous. He can just continue rolling with force all night long.
This one for 3. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Williams against James to the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
What a dunk from Ayton. This is how dominant he can be down low.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. 7 points in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Williams from long range. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Laravia. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Laravia's got 9.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Ryan, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. And Utah has possession. Following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Pass to Filipowski. Williams on the wing. For three, Collier. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Back to James. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
The Lakers lead by 10. Pass to Kennard. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 9th assist of the game now. Now Filipowski is covered by Ayton. Here's Collier. Back to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Smart. It's stolen by Smart. Now the Lakers moving it up. Kennard passes to Ayton. Smart up top. Now here's Ayton. From behind the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. For a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this mentality in the second half. If they do, they win.
Okay, time to shift focus. Looking at some games coming up later on tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So it's Los Angeles now. Marcus Smart out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's James. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Williams. The Lakers with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Smart passes to Laravia. And here's James. Kicks it out to Smart. Here's the 3. Kept alive. Kennard for 3. Nails it from 3. Kennard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You can see why they initiate their offense through LeBron. Great decision on the kickout.
Here's Sensabaugh. Give him 8. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. Defended by Kennard. Collier, no good. Los Angeles leading by 19. To the middle. And James gets it to go. James has got 14.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Filipowski. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Ayton finds James. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz trail by 19. Outside, Williams. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Take it away. And they're on the run. Here's Williams. And he lays it up and in. Williams has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
The 3, James. Rebounded by Bailey. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Defended by Kennard. There's the drive. Shot's good by Collier. He's got 12.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And here's James. He's got 14. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Give him 8. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. No good from 11 feet. Smart outside. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Collier. Now Filipowski. He has 6. Here's Collier. Filipowski sets a screen. Out to the right wing. And it falls all over the rim and in. Filipowski's got 8 points.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And since returning from the All-Star break, here are the shooting guards who have been scorching the nets the most from deep. You look at Kennard. Boy, he's a sniper. 3rd best three-point shooter in the league.
And as a rule of thumb, you always want great shooters at the shooting guard position if you can get them. Now, these guys are the cream of the crop.
And having a reliable three-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity at this point in time in the league.
Here's Collier. He's got 12. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Kennard outside. Laravia passes to James to win the drought. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Bailey. Filipowski in the post. He's against Ayton. And here's Bailey for three. He buries it from three. He has 6.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Now here's Ayton. 18 points for him. James passes to Smart. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. 14 points for him. Now here's Filipowski. Launches it. Collier, no good.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Kennard passes to James. James double teamed. Here's LaRavia. No good on the triple. On offense, here's Utah. It's been 13 unanswered for him. Inside. Stolen by Ayton. LaRavia outside. They grab their own miss. Smart for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Collier. Lets it go from deep. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Utah grabs the miss.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets. Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
The Lakers lead by 9. Smart outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Williams. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Hachimura's checked in for LeBron. And that one misses.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Pass to Smart. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Ayton. And he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
And there's really no such thing as a safe lead. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
Here's Collier. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Here's Collier. 16 points for him. Here's Filipowski. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
To the left side wing. Ayton with it. 22 points for him. Back to Kennard. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Collier. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And it's Filipowski, that time on the assist from Collier. Filipowski's got 12.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Pass to Hachimura. Ayton, a screen on Williams. Hachimura from long range. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Williams passes to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Nice move. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Hachimura outside. Connects from downtown. Hachimura's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the inside. Filipowski lays it up and banks it in.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
The Lakers lead by 7. Kennard outside. Pass to Ayton. And he gets it to go. Ayton's got 24.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And he's going for the oop here. And Williams punches it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Los Angeles. Kleba, he's checked in for Smart. LeBron comes in for LaRavia. And James is subbed in for Kennard. Ayton passes to James. Powerful move inside by LeBron.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Here's Collier. He's got 18. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Ayton. Utah grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Collier. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. From the line, here's Henson. Fires from deep. James with the rebound. Up top, Ayton. He's got 24. Yep, that one's good. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Pass to Love. Here's Henson. He's checked by Kleba. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And here's James. 16 points for him. Pass to Kleba from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Kleba's got his second bucket of the night.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Lakers. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. He's out there with Collier. Kevin Love out there with John Conchar. And it's Henson in at the 4. Here's James. Following the bucket by Utah. Down low. Over to the left wing. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Henson.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. Pass to Kleba. It's stolen. Shot's good by Collier. Collier's got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
James outside. Kleba outside. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by James. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here he goes. Pass to Mikhailuk. Conchar outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Henson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Bufkin. James outside. Off target from three-point range.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, that's how you flush it. I see you, K-Love, showing you still got a little bit of bounce.
James outside. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range. James has got 19 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Love for 3. That shot missing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Vanderbilt. Pass to Bufkin. Let's go with a 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Driving inside. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Pass to James. From downtown. Hachimura, the pass to James. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. There's a screen by Love. Here's Collier. Conchar, right side. Fires the 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 14. Oh, he picked him clean. Love against Hachimura. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Kleba. LaRavia comes in for Vanderbilt. Marcus Smart's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Kennard in for Bufkin. Here's Kennard. Pass to LaRavia. Here's the pick. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Collier. Jazz trail by 11. Now here's Williams. Here's Collier from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Smart outside. And again, the Lakers, no good. For Utah, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. Love, a screen on Smart. Outside Love for 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Kennard passes to Arabia. Out to James. Fires for 3. Oh, back at you. LeBron.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by LaRavia. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Collier. The Lakers with a rebound. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. James outside. LaRavia with a screen. Launches it from deep. James can't get it to go.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pass to LaRavia. Ayton in the high post. James against Williams. Shot's good by James. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Now here's Williams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
Utah making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Now Kennard. Pass to Ayton. Count it. Ayton's got 10 points here in the second half. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Sensabaugh. And there's a pick. Out left to the wing. Now here's Filipowski. Guarded closely. That three's off the mark. The Lakers lead by 13. Ayton finds Smart. And here's Kennard. Ayton with a screen. Puts up a 3. And Luke Kennard good for 3.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now here's Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. Utah with another miss. The Lakers have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
It's stolen by James. And it's the Lakers on the break. And he lobs it up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. James with a steal. There's a screen. Launches it. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Williams on the wing. Over James. Will it go? He gets the layup.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first two quarters.
There's the drive. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his third foul so far.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, LeBron James.
You know, this game has belonged to him. His passing has been absolutely incredible. And because of this, he and his teammates have greatly benefited.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together, and we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. Filipowski, the pass to Bailey. And the layup is good.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Williams against James. LaRavia outside. Kennard outside. Just 5 to shoot. The three. The shot by James. No good. The Jazz shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. And that basket is good.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Here's James. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. Ayton outside. Screen by James. Shoots a three. And that one's good. LaRavia. And the Lakers lead by 19.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Lakers.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year. And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for LeBron James.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
And the Lakers have possession, following the bucket by Utah. Count it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Collier, following the score by Los Angeles. To the right side, here's Sensabaugh. Off target from outside. So it's Los Angeles now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Kennard. Pass to Smart. James outside. Rebounded by Bailey. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
LeBron, this was an outstanding win. What kind of message did you send tonight?
We're not trying to set a message, just trying to improve every time we get an opportunity to come out on the floor and play. We've been doing some good things the last couple months, but we still got a lot of room to improve, and hopefully we continue that.
If your team gets better every game, that's a message that people like to see and hear. Thanks so much, LeBron.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.